Hey guys, Allison Gardner here. If I were to come up to you in the street and ask, who are you? What would you say? I think generally we would say your name, where you're from, your job. And of course, I'm making a bit of an assumption, but when people would come up to me and introduce themselves and ask me who I was, I'd say, hi, I'm Allison Fabricius Gardner. I am from Cache Valley, Utah. I work at Utah State University, and I have started a mentoring business. Because that's just what you do. That's just how you introduce yourself. But if I were to say, but who are you really? What would you say? If someone were to have asked me that a year ago, I would have answered based on socially acceptable answers and socially expected things. Talking about my job at the university, maybe depending on the group I was in, talking about the side business I've been working on, and according to the brand niche that I was working with, and the different projects that I'd been reading about or learning about, and all of the things outside input told me I should say. And I've been learning lately that there are any number of people who would love to have a voice in our life. There are any number of people who have things to tell us, advice to give us, direction to give us, the shoulds and the supposed tos, and that this is how it is, and this is how I found success, so you have to do it exactly like I did it. And the thing is, in the past year and a half of building my business, I have spent a whole lot of time doing it the way that other people have told me to do it. Their formula for success. Yet the more that I did it other people's way, the less I felt like myself. And the less that I felt that I knew where I was going or I knew what I was doing. And it's interesting, I was talking with a friend last night and talking about how the more I dream and the bigger I dream and the more that I build a life that I want. See the Frozen 2 video about showing yourself and realizing that the person you want to become and the person you are right now aren't that different. It's just seeing the part of you that wants that in yourself right now. And I was struggling because I felt like the more I dreamed about who I could be, the less that I felt like who I was right now, because I was making those transitions to this new person, because I was making these big changes. I felt really topsy-turvy and I felt really all over the place. And I didn't know. And so because there was some chaos, I started looking around at what everybody else did for success. I started looking around, how do other people market? How do other people craft things? What kinds of stories do other people tell? And the more I looked around at what other people did, I wasn't who I had been. I felt a far cry from who I wanted to become. And I just kind of felt messy because I had forgotten that message that who I want to be is who I already am. I'm just peeling some of the layers off. And realizing that at the end of the day, speaking metaphorically, although mind you, at the end of the day, it's just me in my bathroom mirror as I brush my teeth, take off my makeup and get ready to go to bed. but also at the end of life. The things I've chosen, the things that I've done, the places that I've wanted to go, they will all only be up to me. And I can live my life choosing to be true to my inner self and choosing to be true to what I want and what I value and what I care about. Or I can choose to adapt. I can choose to try and be more like everybody else, and I can try out everybody else's things that brought them success and brought them joy, but I'm not them. I'm me. And trying to be them doesn't bring me peace. And trying to be them doesn't get me where I want to go. So if you're in a place where you're feeling very uncertain, you're feeling very overwhelmed, I would invite you to think about who you are under it all. Who are you under all of the outside expectations? Who are you underneath all of the shoulds and the supposed tos and the do it this ways? Who are you under all the other cacophony, or is it cacophony? Cacophony of other outside voices? Who is the you that feels most real to you? Because at the end of the day, at the end of the year, at the end of a decade, what you do and who you are and what you are is up to you. Things will change. Public opinion will shift. History is changing all around us. The only thing that we can be true to is ourselves and to the voices that we most value inside of us. So, I started this video asking, if I were to ask you to introduce yourself, what would you say? I'd like to introduce myself as a person who I hope to become and who I choose to be moving forward every day. Hi, I'm Allison Fabricius Gardner. I am a wife. I hope to one day be a mother. I am seeking to find my inner voice, to hear her and to trust her and to go to her first, to continue building a relationship with my Heavenly Father who's teaching me how to be my best version of myself. I'm excited to be a keynote speaker, to build consulting businesses to help other people find their dreams, to support individuals as they consider their possibilities. And at the end of the day, I hope to have refined my ear so well that I will immediately recognize whether I'm choosing my voice or I'm choosing someone else's. And I hope that if you are in a place looking for peace, looking for confidence, looking to understand, that you will come with me on this journey of learning how to hear yourself and learning how to trust yourself, no matter what. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.